right, let's do this.
What's up, everybody? James Duggan with IGN here to discuss crypto. I'm going to be talking to you through some gameplay that I recorded at a capture event in Hollywood, California. Went to check out Season 3 Meltdown for Apex Legends, the new map World's Edge, as well as Crypto.
Oh my gosh.
I got a lot of
the map
looks
looks so good with several different areas.
We'll see a bit of in this video. For my complete impressions, check IGN.com. But for now,
like all the different landscapes that there are.
So I land at a new spot which is called Geyser. I landed here a couple times and I really enjoyed it.
Where'd this take over?
Havoc there, getting a second one, which is actually a pretty good starting loadout.
Double Havoc.
The Crypto's abilities and some of these.
No, thank you.
This one is a little
Maybe
bit
with new balance
change.
Or something.
Actually, we'll see his tactical ability right here because I fat fingered it. Not what I meant to do. Just meant to shoot that guy. Which I just did. So that's very nice.
That was weird.
One thing you'll notice there is it actually passively.
Did you see that? Did you guys see that new skin? Was that a new one? The skeleton?
That later.
That looked good though. I liked it. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I'm a big dummy.
Crypto, unlike Watson, who I, obviously very powerful, didn't really care for.
So I didn't really understand that tactical too much.
My style. That said, if you're just fighting somebody who doesn't have something like the ability to wraith away or the ability to grapple somewhere, so you kind of just have to
still no passive or still no evade. That's really important to me. Like I play Octane primarily because I have the ability to evade, or I enjoy Wraith. I like to get in there, and then oftentimes I get myself in bad situations. So this is cool.
I absolutely love this map. While we're
His
on the
voice
subject,
track sounds cool.
World's Edge. Geyser, I think, is a really cool location, and there's so many different ecologies, different features. Geyser, as the name would imply, has a giant geyser shooting out of the middle, which we will see.
Okay, so that makes sense
here, but even just kind of the
for the geyser redeploy.
The use of color here.
I was thinking there was going to be geysers all over the map. Felt like Fortnite.
Frozen sections of the map. It's a larger map than Kings Canyon, and I only have about 6 to 8 hours of playtime on the thing, but I have to say, I think it's a better one. It's hard to say. I'm definitely going to miss Skull Town, things of that nature. So I'm just looking around.
So Skull Town is gone. It's fully new map. Okay, that geyser looks dope.
I actually didn't send my drone out again. It was right where I left it.
So that's cool. What happens?
Enemies for you, which we'll see a bit of.
So what I'm wondering is when I deploy the drone,
very forgiving.
What happens to my character? Does he go invisible like Mirage?
And you can just keep it somewhere for as long as you want, as long as you don't get out of range. And the range is tremendous. I'm going to pick up the charge rifle here.
The range is tremendous. You saw the timer on it, though. The range is tremendous, but did he cancel it early?
You can see.
Obviously you're right about that. There's a charge rifle. It's confirmed energy weapon, so that's cool.
Recall the drone,
that makes sense.
Puts it back on your back.
I'm glad that they did that. It would have been weird if it was anything other than energy.
It's
curious to see how it shoots. So it's also categorized as a sniper. So are they getting rid of the triple take?
I'm moving over there.
Here comes the geyser. Whiffing that, but that's okay because I need the syringe. That was intentional.
He and I. Oh, it was intentional. Yeah, this guy sounds like me. He and I would be good friends. I'm an Octane main, and I can't tell you how many jump pads I've jumped over. Yikes!
Right now I'm gonna take the zip towards the geyser. Take the geyser into the circle, which is very close. The geyser works like a redeployment balloon.
Yeah.
But it's much faster.
Yeah, this reminds me of Fortnite a little bit. I'm glad they didn't have them all over the map, though. That makes me happy.
Straight up, and then you
the animation is cool.
Probably a shorter distance.
Very fluid. The sound's very nice.
Very useful. And what's cool about landing at geyser is if you just get absolutely screwed and get no weapons, then you can bounce out at a moment's
That's
notice.
a good point. You could drop right next to the geyser,
the charge rifle
and then
to use.
Go over.
Fair warning: there are no charge rifle kills in this clip, but there is plenty of damage. And the way the charge rifle works, I quite like. It's different than Titanfall 2, or just its appearance in the Titanfall series, in the sense that that little initial beam deals damage. So that's kind of like a trace rifle, and then.
Oh, so he was just missing. Laser. Got it. So the initial part, you're on the character. That seems kind of broken. You're on the character by the initial damage.
Scout it out.
But you saw a 75 there.
I was just trying to get some drone footage. So probably not the best play because I should definitely be helping my teammate, but
at least he calls himself out.
My ultimate is up.
So you are exposed when you're using the drone.
But you can see the little
probably important to know.
The enemy Octane engaging on the team. I'm going to take some shots at this player. The charge up time and that little incremental damage serves a purpose from a design perspective, both in terms of the person who is shooting as well as the person who's being shot. The person who's shooting can kind of dial it in based on that damage, and the person who's being shot.
So the hip fire is pretty accurate because of the laser too. That's interesting. That makes it kind of like the triple take from close range. Just a little bit of a delay.
Here's a really good
example
where is
this?
Of how you can kind of use
this is like almost like a town.
Scout ahead and immediately have.
It's like a almost like an industrial or like a factory.
So toss it out. It's already in the air. I see a player, and you can actually see right there. I get that notification. If we go back and slow that down just a little bit, I get that HUD notification,
so it works.
And that's not me. That's the drone doing the work. That's the drone
so it
passively
stays
in the air,
up in the
spotting
air.
that enemy, and it gives you this kind of bloodhound.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like Bloodhound, very similar,
and as part
with
of
a little
passive,
less
his
risk.
Whole team can actually see
almost.
that. Let's move
you're not
on to
alerting
some
the
ultimate
entire
usage
area,
here.
which
this
is
was
nice.
actually captured by our associate gameplay editor, Stella. She comes in here and uses the EMP ultimate drone
from
EMP
the drone.
to great effect. Her team wasn't necessarily in a position to follow up, but just taking a look at it again, there's essentially a charge up time, and this ultimate deals 50 shield damage, slows players, and destroys traps. So quite a lot of use.
Destroys
out of this.
traps.
First
So that means it is a very good counter to someone camping a building.
I think this drone is.
The only thing
super
is you probably
useful.
can't go through doors, so
much so that
it'd be really
I think
important for
they're
the
probably
Watson
gonna be
main to remember
in
not
terms of like the recharge time when it's destroyed, stuff like that.
To break the doors with the.
All right, so I'm able to see some players here.
Their
I go in
gates.
for an ultimate myself, but that player's already down, so nothing there. But what's noteworthy here is this actually hits me. I asked a developer about this, whether the drone EMP can hit crypto. The developer said no, but I have multiple clips that show that it clearly does. So I don't know if that was just this particular build that's been changed in the live build.
Does the
EMP
didn't remove the? Oh, it did. It did.
You know what to do when you hear res.
Okay, so it broke, but I'm still not sure. Right there, whether or not the EMP destroys the Watson
So if you
ultimate.
play Apex Legends, you're very familiar with those billboards, those large screens that show the kill
I would
leader,
think that it would,
champion squad,
but maybe it was
things
just delayed.
like that. Fun fact, when you look at those using Crypto's drone, it'll actually just tell you straight up if there are any enemy squads in the drone's immediate range. All right, so let's take a look at one more clip. This is
kind of it operates similar again to the Bloodhound in that like when you do something, there's no people detected. But I'm curious to know how many meters and like what the radius is for it.
As quickly as possible. Wonderful thing about crypto is you can send out your drone as soon as you want to, so you don't have to put yourself at risk. You can put your drone at risk, and when the drone is destroyed, it goes.
I'm glad you can't go through doors though.
Cooldown. The developer told me it was a minute and a half. My experience was it was more like 30 seconds, but again, that could be a disparity between the build that I was playing and the build that's going to go live. So I get a little
they may have made
there.
some changes.
Again, that's not some ability I'm activating. That's just the drone automatically detecting that because it is visible. The pings are me though. It will not ping, but it will reveal it.
So the drone is visible. It's clearly visible in the air. So there is a level of knowing where crypto is.
Go back in, being kind of cautious here. This guy's wide open.
But at the same time, like I don't know, because you're still stationary. There is definitely a trade-off to it.
Triple take shot there. You have that UI element that pops up that lets you know that you've been detected.
When they're being scanned, do they see that the drone is in the area? Like obviously you can physically see it, but I'm curious if
dive into
the drone scanner, the drone ping,
more urban environments,
noticing them. Obviously, I would imagine the Wraith passive would,
and just recharge my shield here.
Call it out, but
I hear somebody. This guy had some good stuff, and that's actually me getting hit by a crypto ultimate. So my shields are down by 50 points. Pretty powerful stuff with the utility it brings.
Interesting.
The scouting
I thought he was using the Phoenix there.
The straight up damage. But obviously, crypto has to be in the drone for that. But you can pop the ultimate outside of the drone, and it'll just trigger wherever the drone is, even if it's on your back, I believe.
So when he's saying drone detected again, his drone is not out. It's over in that area. Does it stay there, and for how long does it stay? And
this is one of the situations where there's so much
his drone
fire
is still up.
happening
You can
that,
recall your drone at any point.
So we're gonna be
Interesting.
For the duration.
I'm very curious what the drone call-out radius is, though. Like, in terms of where it will detect him. Like, how close do they have to be? So.
There's a double tap trigger.
Double tap trigger, there it is.
Scout, as well as the EVA shotgun. Basically
fires
the
2 shots EVA? Oh no, I hate the EVA, but I might have to use it.
And in classic Apex fashion, here comes a fresh, full team of 3 players who were playing very aggressively and
Clearly.
very well.
Oh, they were
and
ready.
They did a great job.
They were in there like
Finishing
swimwear.
off the squad there, so kudos to them.
It's GG's only.
That was some crypto gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And for all things Apex, you're already in the right place, so keep it locked.
That was awesome. That was cool. It was good to see him played live. It was very interesting to me to see how the drone operated and some of the functions that are there. And the functionality of it. It's cool to see that it stays. I'm curious how many hit points the drone has. Can you shoot it out of the air? And I really want to know whether or not that EMP is actually going to disrupt the Watson ultimate, because we always thought that, or I've always assumed that crypto would be the counteraction to Watson's ultimate, but it doesn't seem like it. The EMP seems more shield based or player based, almost like an arc star functionality. So maybe it won't be as broken as I'm thinking, but again, I'm curious to see how long the drone will stay up, what the radius is, and how well he can be played, considering there's no real evade function. It's more of a passive based player. Not saying I don't like it. I think for competitive play, it provides a new level, especially for those final zone functionality. You know, something you could throw up the drone in the middle of the air, leave it up there for those final circles, and just watch and see where things are going, and also be notified of players in the radius. So very excited to see it. I think it's gonna be really fun. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be obviously doing my own gameplay videos in the coming days, so obviously stay tuned. But appreciate y'all hanging out. Quit my day job. I'm out.